I love the look.
And what sport?
And good morning and welcome to the show. We got a big one this morning. We're at Kim's Nissan, as always. We've got Garcia Donuts, Kinsley. We've got Big Ten Bob back. You know, he's been in Georgia. He's been in Jackson. He's just been everywhere.
All over the place.
All over the place. And so we also got a special guest with us this morning, Miles Smith, a former Northeast Jones Tiger, Kinsley, who has played at Pearl River Central, and they won the state championship in baseball this past year.
Okay.
And had a nice run in the national tournament. So he's here going to be our guest picker. He's headed to South Alabama after he finishes at, Pearl River Community College. So I forget it. You know, there's a high school, Pearl River Central, down in Carriere, and, Carriere.
I say Carriere. I say Carriere.
You say tomato, I say tomato.
It's tomato.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
Very good. We all agree on that. We might not agree on our sports picks, but
that would make this fun if we all agreed.
Exactly. So, Miles, talk about, you had a successful career at Northeast Jones. You went to Pearl River Community College, and now you're going to be going to South Alabama after this season coming up. So talk about that. How's it been? Tell us about, Pearl River. I know you guys have made a lot of improvements, getting a pretty good player in Chris Riley over at West Jones coming next year. So you guys should have a stacked team.
Right. I love Pearl River. We've made so many improvements to the campus and just the baseball field. It's not even the baseball field. It's the whole campus. Football's getting, I think, all turf next year. And we just signed an Under Armour deal, and it helps us recruit. And I think our 2019 class is number one recruiting class in the nation so far. So we just got all new turf infield. We're getting a brand new stadium this year. And if you want to go JUCO, I think you go Pearl River. You can't go wrong. I mean, we got great coaching staff. Anthony Izio is the recruiting coordinator over there. Does a great job. He's from South Alabama as well. And we just got a new coach, Drew LeBounty. He's from South Alabama. So, and Coach Avalon, he just a great coach, great guy, good class act guy. I mean, if you want your kid to go JUCO, I mean, that's I think this is the best place for you. But it's just a great place to play, honestly. I mean, if you want to go, I think all of our sophomores have offers or are committed somewhere so far. So, I mean, if you want to go somewhere and go play afterwards, I think Pearl River's, going to be a good option for you. But it's a lot of competition, though. You got to be ready to take the competition as soon as you get there.
And those are really the great things that you say, and also you spoke about, just the additions to the baseball facility, about, the new turf and everything, and all that type of stuff. Those type of things, those are really good for recruiting. I mean, you get those recruits come up there, they don't want to see this old stuff. I mean, they want to see, that this program, they're interested in keeping their organization in tip-top shape, their stadium in good shape. So, that's things that's really good for recruiting. Now, we also want to know what really solidified your decision to go to this college.
Oh, you mean Pearl River?
Yeah.
The Coach Izio kind of he was recruiting me pretty much since I was in ninth grade at Northeast, and me and him, he'd tell me that we were similar when we played together. So I was like, I might as well listen to this guy. I might know what he's talking about, right? And then I listened to him, and it kind of worked out for me. So, and then I'm not really much of a guy. It's like a show guy. I'm kind of more of a humble guy. I'm gonna go for the right reasons, not the right. So, and that's how Coach Avalon, the head coach, is. He's more of a pride, respect, class, character guy. I mean, that's who he is, and I feel like that fit me more than anything.
And, that's a good thing. You say, John, I believe we spoke about that before football even started, about recruiting. These athletes, they don't really make sound decisions when they make these college decisions. They have all these colleges come to them, but they don't consider all the colleges because they have these, SEC schools, all these big-time colleges coming for them. But, sometimes, they make decisions not based on the best thing. Sometimes, to me, honestly, one thing when I hear athletes say, I'm just going just because, the coach. They don't say I'm going for the education or, something like that. It's like, like the coach, but then when the coach leaves,
Right.
then they want to transfer. That just complicates the whole process. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that is true. And so the community college route is one of the best options here in Mississippi. And Pearl River has always had a strong tradition of being a top-notch JUCO in the state. And so congratulations on having a successful season at PRC, as well as, good luck as you move on to South Alabama. But the real question is, Miles, are you ready to pick against Big Ten Bob, Kinsley, and myself? Are you ready for that?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
So have you studied the games any? Well, what's the game that you're looking forward to today?
I'm going to go the Kentucky-Georgia game today.
Okay, well, there you go. And Big Ten Bob over here, y'all know he's ready. Now, what game are you looking forward to?
There's 5 great games. Of course, the Michigan Wolverines hosting Penn State. That's my team, is Michigan. But there's 4 other great games. Georgia at Kentucky. I've seen that act before. I think Georgia rolls Kentucky. They beat them 43-13 last year. Kentucky barely got by Missouri last week in their own house. So I think Georgia really rolls up Kentucky. The Alabama primetime game against LSU down there in Baton Rouge. Watch out, LSU. Your best defensive player is not going to play the first half. You know how Alabama can score. I just think I like that game 30-10. Alabama, they cover. You got 2 big games in the Big Ten. I mentioned the Nittany Lions coming into the big house, but also the 4th-ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish go in to Northwestern. And let me tell you something about Northwestern. They've upset 7 out of the last 12 top 10 opponents in their house. It's going to be a tough game. I'm staying off that game. I don't know who.
Pick that one there.
If I had to pick it,
Who you like?
not giving points, I'd go. God, I don't know. Northwest Michigan barely got out of there. Luckily, by 3 points of win. I'm going to have to go Notre Dame straight up. But I don't call it statement Saturday. I call it showdown Saturday. Okay. There is a lot of big games that will change the playoff. So, anyways, I'm just looking forward to Big John.
Hey, oh yeah, it's going to be a great day to sit back. Now, hopefully, I got to build a deck after a birthday party for my nieces. So after that, I'll be watching football. So, You know how I build decks? I just call my maintenance guy and say, "Hey, here's what I want." Hey, there you go. Hey, well, Bob, that's Big Ten Bob. He can do stuff like that, Kinsley. So let's go ahead and get started picking the games. We got some games in state. The first one is up in Oxford today. The Gamecocks are going to be taking on Ole Miss. Ole Miss is not going to a bowl game. They're not. So, this is the last year of their ban, so South Carolina at Ole Miss. I like, I'm going to go Rebels. I think the Rebels win. I think it's going to be a shootout. Neither team has a defense. I think there's going to be a lot of points, and I think Ole Miss wins. How about you, Miles?
Yeah, I'm going to go Ole Miss, too.
I hope Ole Miss doesn't win.
And Big Ten Bob, what about you?
Have to go Rebels.
All right, so the next game is Louisiana Tech and Mississippi State. Now, this game, if you remember from a few years ago, there was a play in which Louisiana Tech fumbled the football, and it ended up being 3rd and 93. So that was atrocious right there. I think Mississippi State is looking ahead to Alabama next week. I think they're going to be, it's Louisiana Tech, not really anything to get up and excited about. I think State wins, but it's going to be closer than what people think. I like State. What about you, Miles?
I got the Bulldogs.
Yeah, I got State too. But I mean, like you just said, I mean, hey, don't take any team lightly. But I will give what's MSU's quarterback name?
Nick Fitzgerald.
He really impressed me last week with his running ability. I didn't know the kid was that fast. So yeah, I'm gonna go State.
Hands down, Bulldogs. You're right. Fitzgerald was a star last weekend.
Oh, yeah. He was top notch. So the next game down in Hattiesburg, kind of a rivalry game between two Conference USA teams. Marshall Thundering Herd. You've all seen the movie We Are Marshall, a great one played by Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah.
He done a great job in that movie. Coached up the Thundering Herd. They got 3 wins after that horrific crash back in the 70s. And I think they roll today. I think Marshall wins by at least 2 touchdowns. It's going to be a massacre on Hardy Street. Homecoming is going to be mighty. Is it homecoming, Kinsley?
No, John.
Oh, well, it's not going to be a homecoming disaster. It's just going to be a plain disaster because the Thundering Herd are going to fry the Golden Eagles. What do you think, Miles?
I'm going to disagree with you. I think Southern Miss going to pull it out today.
And you already know where I'm fixing to go, John. See, you sitting here trying to grill my Golden Eagles. See, I don't appreciate that.
Why? Why don't you appreciate it, Kansas?
Because you just getting out on my Golden Eagles like that. You just say that just to embarrass my Golden Eagles.
They
like
are.
That. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
How do you figure that? What's your logic in this?
Okay, what happened last week?
That's a whole nother week,
Who'd
John.
they play last week?
It's a whole nother week. Different
Who'd
week,
they
different
play?
team.
Who'd Southern play last week?
It doesn't matter who they played the last week. It's a whole nother week, whole different team. Not this week, we're on Marshall. Marshall ain't no competition.
That ain't gonna matter.
Like your opinion doesn't matter, John, but Anyway.
I like Marshall to win by at least 2 touchdowns.
I know, John, you just said
See,
that.
Hey, John, just don't bet it, okay?
No.
Yeah, please don't bet.
But see what happens. You know what happens when Marshall beats Southern Miss today?
What you think gonna happen, John?
It might put Southern Miss out of a bowl game.
That's why it's not gonna happen.
And they already play in a weak conference. It is weak.
Well, you can't control what conference you're in, John.
But you can't beat Charlotte on the road or whoever they play.
You know what? We could have beat any team that we play. We have our issues. I'm not gonna state what our issues are, but I mean, anybody who studies Southern Miss knows what the issue is, and we could just fix that. But hey, I ain't the coach, so ain't really much I can say nor do.
What would you do if you was a coach, Kinsley? I see you decked out in your black and gold.
Yeah, I'm going to represent
your
my
Saints,
Golden
your Eagles.
Yeah, so if I was,
how would you fix a team?
It's just all in the personnel. You just got to put the right people on the field. Then you have to make the right play calls.
Okay.
All
right.
If you keep doing the things that's not working, you're not going to get any results. You got to if you run the plays that's going to work, you're going to get results. And the thing is, we know which plays work because we seldomly run those plays.
All right, then. I'll give you that.
Yeah, but I know you don't like my Golden Eagles. That's okay, though.
So, Big Ten Bob, what do you think?
Golden Eagles.
Easy.
Listen, we have a guest in the house. We have Coach Fufu from the Laurel Tornadoes sitting right 10 feet away from us. They went down to Natchez and put a butt kicking on him. Coach, get over here. Tell us about the game last night.
Come on over here, Coach.
You got them boulders on your hands? Yeah, look at it. Take a picture of these 2 state championship rings.
He's representing today. The Laurel. What y'all gonna do to Wayne County next week?
What we're gonna do is just gotta prepare ourselves to be ready to play. It's not about wins and losses. It'll be about getting everything together, going through the right routines, going through the right execution, trying to get your strategy together. Because it's really more than just Laurel and Wayne County playing in a playoff game. It's really about pride and the tenacity of the teams, the camaraderie of the rivals, just like East versus West, pretty much things like that. Because one thing about it, it's bigger than Laurel and Wayne County. It's like the championship of the South. No matter regular season, haven't played each other since like 2000 in 2 years. And we took a heartbreaking defeat the last time we played those in that South State Championship. In between the break, that's when Wayne County went on and won the state championship that year. So it's going to be a pretty good game. So, a young, talented team like Wayne County, it's going to be good for the city.
All right.
Is that between the bricks?
That's going to be a good one to go to. Hey, we're going to go to that one. That's going to be one That's going to be one to remember right there, Kenzo.
You know what? The last